What's up, guys? Wow. There have been a ton of people joining the business lately, and I just gotta say, guys, I'm really excited for the next 3 to 6 months. And overall, what I've realized when just seeing so much success in my life, the one thing that has really helped me is to have a clear mindset on the long-term vision. A lot of people nowadays, they're just so focused on that short-term mentality, basically that short-term high, what's going on in the present moment. And it was hard for me to get out of that situation where I was just like, all right, what friend do I want to hang out with today? What kind of fun do I want to have today? And I got out of that mindset and I started thinking, what can I do to better myself for the next day, the next month, the next year? And I started thinking with this long-term mentality and just putting every single little action towards that goal that I had in the long run. Like getting my own first house. I did that. I had to sacrifice hanging out with certain friends. I had to sacrifice not eating out. I had to do certain things to get to where I am today. And I've actually been reading a book lately on self-discipline, and self-discipline is very, very crucial to your success. And it's saying that basically when you discipline yourself to do things that you aren't willing to really do, but you force yourself to do, it makes you feel better as an individual. And once you start seeing yourself progress, growing over time, it actually makes you a lot happier in life. You wake up knowing that you have something to look forward to. A lot of people, they wake up in the morning and they just think, damn it, I have to go to school. Damn it, I have to go to that work. And they literally shoot themselves on the foot, whether they're going to school, whether they're going to a job that they hate. And really, honestly, there's a lot more to living life than doing the same thing over and over. And a lot of people, they just stay on this consistent level. They stay at the same level throughout their whole entire life. They never level up. They never try anything new. They're scared to take a risk, and therefore nothing new comes in their life. And honestly, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over. I was honestly insane at a point in my life. I was expecting these amazing results, like having my own house instead of living at my dad's house, and they just weren't realistic. I was not doing things to actually get to where I wanted to be in life. So you guys really need to realize one of the major factors that's overall going to determine how successful you guys are in the next month, the next 6 months, the next year, is what disciplines you have in your life. Are you willing to sacrifice eating at home instead of eating out? Are you willing to not hang out with your friends so you won't go to a club and spend a couple $100s? Guys, whenever I spend the most money is when I'm out with somebody else. I'm trying to impress that girl. I'm trying to impress that guy. I went and bought a Louis Vuitton backpack like a year ago because I was with some girl and I spent like $3,000 on a bag. And I was like, I had buyer's remorse the next day and I was like, why the fuck did I do that? Just try and impress that girl. And honestly, that's what a lot of us are trying to do, especially people at the club. People are trying to one-up the other person they see in VIP. They're trying to pop a higher price champagne bottle than the other person they see at the club. Honestly, it really comes down to is you guys need to be focused on yourself. How much you can grow as an individual every single day, every chance that you get. Today was an opportunity for you guys to level up, to do something different than you did the day before. You made the choice today whether you're going to do things that are going to get you further to your goals in life or you're going to do things that are going to set you back. Every single day, what I am doing is I am writing down my most important tasks that I want to accomplish for the day that are going to get me closer to my end goals, like retiring my dad, like getting that dream car that I want, living in that dream penthouse. And guys, I have some huge things coming in about 2 months. If everything goes the way that I plan, you guys are going to see a huge accomplishment come into my life. I have had this dream for a very, very long time, and if I keep executing on my goals, keep doing my daily activities, disciplining myself to do what's necessary, I have something huge coming along. So just watch out for that, guys. Keep watching me. But I just want you to know that really, it's really hard for anybody to do something that they want to do in their life if they don't believe in themselves. And what it really comes down to is believing in yourself, guys. A lot of people do not even believe in themselves. They let somebody like their parents, their sisters, their cousins tell them what they can and can't be in life. And for a very long time, I was manipulated by my parents' reaction on what I wanted to do with my business. I let them define what I was going to be with my life. And I really got to a point where I was just thinking for a second, do you know what? I need to sit back for a second and think about what I really want as an individual. What do I want to happen with my life? I never wanted to go work a job. I wanted to be my own boss, have freedom like I do that I currently have now. And the way that I got there is by not doing the traditional thing that everybody else is doing. Graduating from high school or college and going to look for work. You're going to work on this job, make a minimum wage of $10.50 an hour till you get bored of that and then move on to the next job. It just doesn't make sense, guys, because if you look at it this way, whatever industry that you're going into, whatever industry that you guys are going into, what you need to look at is the position that you guys are going to be in. Let's say that I go and apply for a job at Apple, right? Steve Jobs is the CEO and founder of Apple. He is worth billions of fucking dollars, guys. Now look, if you go and apply to work at Apple, the chances of you getting up to the level that he is at, Steve Jobs, all the way up here making millions of dollars, is very, very slim. You guys need to think logically. So the reason as to why I chose to avoid the whole traditional school system, the whole traditional job industry, is because I never wanted and saw myself working for somebody else and being a slave. If you guys don't know, the anonym for employee is slave. A lot of you are slaves. I hate to tell you that, and you hate to hear it, but let me just tell you this right now. If it hurts you in any way, it was meant for you. You guys have so much within you, so much greatness that can happen. The way that I found out who I really was and what I was passionate about is getting out of my comfort zone. Stop listening to my fucking parents that didn't have the lifestyle that I want. Stop listening to my friends that were broke working at McDonald's, didn't have shit in their life. I started to do what I really wanted to do with my life. I got out of my comfort zone. And it's crazy because I never knew that I could be where I am today. Living the type of lifestyle that I have where I'm making $20,000 a month at the age of 21 years old. When people work decades to get to where I am today, and they maybe might get it when they're 40, 50, 60 years old. It was really hard, but I remember that when I was 18, I think I just turned 19 years old, but when I was 19 years old, I had an older friend, and he was 21 years old, how old I am now. And I remember that he was like getting kicked out of his parents' house. His parents were tired of him smoking and bringing weed into the house, and they're like, look, you're done. You need to go find something to do. And he pressured me. He was like, Colt, let's move out. Let's like make a move and move in together. And me at first, I was like, that's crazy, bro. I'm at a comfortable level in life where I'm living at my dad's. I don't have to pay for food. My dad makes food every single night. He provides a roof over my head. I don't want to worry about paying rent and doing things on my own. And it got to a point where I was like, he kept bugging me. He kept bugging me a lot to do it because he was getting kicked out and he didn't want to live on his own and pay like $3,000 a month. So I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And I moved out. And I remember having so much fear just thinking of everything that could possibly go wrong. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, that's what a lot of us do on an every single day basis. We're not thinking about the positive outcome. We're thinking about the negativity. What might happen if we do this wrong? What might happen if we don't pay rent? We'll be evicted. Things like that. What you guys need to do is focus on the positive things throughout your life. What can you do about this situation? Let me actually let me get this book real quick. It was saying that in here, it says, what you should ask yourself whenever you have a circumstance come into your life, something that's like, might be hurting you in a way, what you need to do is, what am I going to do, what am I going to stop doing so I have enough time to work on this new task? What can I do to avoid this certain situation? Really make a difference in your life, guys. And it's so hard to believe in ourselves, especially when we don't have anybody else on the sidelines cheering us on, that are there for us. Throughout my whole entrepreneurship, guys, I cut out pretty much every single one of my friends. Why? Because they didn't want it as bad as I did. I had to do things, sacrifice things to get to where I am today. But look it, I'm living in my own fucking loft. I have a crazy fucking place. Sorry, got a new bed recently. I'm about to get rid of this, but I have this beautiful home. This is an amazing home. And I look at the lifestyle that I'm living, the way that I live, the home that I have to come back to every single day, and how beautiful it is. And I look at my friends that are still living at their parents, maybe living in their parents' garage or basement. And the reason as to why I got to where I am today and I live the lifestyle that I live today is because I fucking deserve this. I did things in the past year, the past 2 years, the past 3 years, and I sacrificed a lot of fun. I sacrificed a lot of going out. I sacrificed things to get to where I am today. That's where long-term thinking comes into play, guys. I deserve to be where I am today because I fucking worked for it. If you guys are willing to give up certain things like partying, hanging out with your broke friends that aren't helping you get anywhere in life, then you're going to stay on the same fucking level where you are for the rest of your life. I promise you that right now. Put in work. One day Hennessy, you know, is good, but really what it comes down to is thinking unlike everybody else. Every single day, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm going out and eating food, whether I'm going for a walk or exercising, what I do is I observe the masses and I do the complete opposite. That's the only thing that you guys have to do. Law of attraction. You get what you put out. If you put out negativity in the universe is going to come back right around, slap you in the face with more negativity. You're going to get into a car crash. You're going to get sick. Why? Because you put out the negative outlook into your life. I do not know how so many people live so negative, but there's one thing. When I was really depressed, down, and sad with what I had in my life, I immediately changed my thinking. And one of the easiest things that you guys can do, I say this all the fucking time, but is when you wake up, say out loud, something great is going to happen today. Something great is going to happen today. Something great is going to happen today. And whenever you say that, something great happens. Another self-affirmation that I like to say if I am ever feeling down, if I'm overthinking things, is I say to myself out loud, I like myself. Say it right now. Say, I like myself out loud. Who cares if your sister, brother is there, whoever's in the room. Say, I like myself out loud and see what happens. Because when you say, I like myself out loud, it automatically makes you smile. When you smile, it puts endorphins into your head that have a more positive chemistry. When you have that positive chemistry, your thoughts are more clear. You can think situations out more clearly than you wouldn't be able to do versus if you were in a negative attitude and a negative spot in life. Just know, the pain that you are suffering right now is temporary. Whether you have something in your life that is holding you back, that's really pressuring you, it is fucking temporary. You guys are all going to get through it. You guys are fucking beasts. You were all put on this earth for a reason. The only reason as to how you're going to find that out is by putting yourself in uncomfortable circumstances. Talk to strangers. Think about moving out. Invest your money into a stock. Invest your money into something that you don't know anything about. Try something new. Nothing in your life is going to change unless you guys make a change. And it's crazy because I had somebody sign up for my business today. And, who was it? Let me go back to the DM and show you guys this. But I have basically a bot on. It was AJ, my buddy AJ. I actually gave him a shout out on my story. But AJ and me were talking earlier today. And it was really, really powerful what happened in AJ's life today. Because earlier today, I texted him this. I said, do you trade Forex? This was yesterday, last night. And he said, no, but I have questions for you. I want to get to the point you're at in life. School wasn't for me, and currently I'm working a bullshit 9-to-5 job, barely surviving. If you could help me out, bro, I'd love to be so grateful. And then I said, talk to me, bro. We talked for a second, but you realize that AJ had a real desire, a real want to be somebody in life. And he understood fully that it takes money to make money. He made the investment into me today, and it was crazy because he was working a bullshit 9-to-5 job. He didn't have too much money to invest, but he saw the value in what I was presenting. He saw that I was a genuine person that really wanted to help him get to a better spot in life. The thing that really holds a lot of people back from becoming successful in life is why they do it. why the fuck do you wake up every morning? Why do you wake up wanting to go to school, wanting to go to that job? If you do not have a deep enough why, what hurts you, you're really never going to have a real drive, a want to be somebody in life, to be successful, to try new things. I'm going to tell you one of the whys that really affects me strongly. This is something that a lot of people on this call can probably relate to. And it's my dad, he's like 56 years old, right? And he is the greatest inspiration in my life. I fucking love my father. Like, it gets so emotional talking about this stuff sometimes, guys. It really does. Like, if your why is deep enough, the how is irrelevant. But my dad, he's 56 years old, guys, right? And I was actually just went to his house today, and every time that I go there, my dad's working really hard. He's trying to provide for the family so he can keep paying rent and pay off his mortgage eventually and his debt. And I am very lucky. I don't have a mother in my life, so I'm very blessed to have my father. But every time that I go over and see my dad, it's really hard for me to see this, because I look at my dad and send me a message. If you guys can relate to me in any way, if you feel the value, you just feel something in your heart that is telling you to reach out to me, let's fucking talk. I am down to fucking help every single one of you. But let me tell you guys this. Every time that I go to my dad's house, he's at his desk working. And I walked in today. I was like, hey, Dad, how are you doing? Hey, Dad, how are you doing? No reaction. He's just typing away on his computer. Send me a message, guys. I'm down to fucking help you guys out. I'm down to fucking help every single one of you in this call. And thank you guys for staying and actually hearing me out. You do not know how good it feels to have people that genuinely want to hear what I have to say. There's so much love in this call right now. This is fucking amazing, guys. It's amazing. But I went to my dad's house today and I was like, hey, Dad, what's going on? Didn't look up, didn't turn away from the computer, what he was doing. He just kept working. And I was like, wow, so my own dad is 56 years old. His own son that comes over to spend time with him to see how he is doing, he doesn't have enough time to take out of his busy schedule to interact with me, to tell me how his day is going. Do you know how I get attacked every time I see this? It attacks me so hard emotionally. My fatherly figure that is 56 years old doesn't have enough time to take out of his day to talk to his own son and have a real genuine conversation. The reason as to why it hurts me so hard in here is because I do not want to be like that. I'm pretty sure you guys have your parents that are a little bit older too, and they're still working to this day, stressing, trying to provide for the family. I see my dad who is doing that, and it makes me realize I do not want to do that. I'm not going to work until I'm 56 years old and not be able to live the life that I want. I am now going to sacrifice the fun, the hardships right now so I can live a better life 20 to 30 years down the road. Long-term thinking is what you guys all need to focus on. If you guys came into this live feed, this is an excellent live feed I just threw down. Make sure you rewatch it. I am going to save it. But you guys need to figure out a real why. Something that hurts you, that emotionally fucking attacks you. I want to fucking do this. I don't want to do this just for myself, to live a better lifestyle. I want to do it so I can provide a better lifestyle for the ones that I love. Do you know how good of a feeling it will be when I'm able to go to my dad's house with a $100,000 check and say, Dad, this is for you. Pay off your mortgage. Pay off your debt. I want you to use the rest of the money that you have after that to go on a vacation, to do something that will make you happy for you and your wife. There's so many things I want to do for my family, for other people. I want to open a charity. I want to open a new school system. There are so many amazing things that I want to do. It's not just about the whole money factor itself. It's about what you can do with the money. You can do amazing things with money, guys. Whoever told you that money is the root of all evil, ask them right now if you can have all the money in their bank account and all the money in their pocket and see what they respond to you with. Guys, money is a beautiful thing. Just realize that it can do a lot of powerful things for you. But guys, thanks for coming on this live feed. If you do not know who I am, please send me a message. I'd love to connect with every single one of you. And I hope that I motivated you a little bit. I even had that feeling that I was doing nothing right now and I needed to do a live feed to connect with some of you, and I'm really, really happy that I did this live feed right now. And it's always when we have that feeling that we don't want to do something that we need to do it. Whenever you guys have that feeling like, oh, I don't want to work out, go and do it. Because after you go and work out, you do something that you didn't intend to do. After you do that activity, you feel so much better about yourselves. So, peace out, guys. Send me a message if you want to know more about me, what I do. I'd love to help every single one of you out.